another episode of the Lone Recruiter Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Clemenson, and if you're a recruiter out on your own or just lacking general advice or mentorship, you've come to the right place. Our episodes are designed to give you the motivation, the strategies, and the support you need to become the very best Lone Recruiter. So join us, grab a cup of coffee, let's take your desk to another level. Now, today's going to be a really, really quick one, but a really, really important one. I want to shine a light on your desk, and this will be really practical for you to do right now. So grab your phone out because I want you to have your calculators ready. What do I want to do? This episode should be airing at about the end of February, beginning of March, right? And so what we want to do is ask ourselves, are we on track? Now, we're good at looking at various numbers and various stats and data and whatever, but the one that matters most is, what did you set out to achieve this year? What was your goal this year in terms of billings? If you set an expectation that I'm going to do $500,000 this year, we want to know, are we on track? Are we ahead? Are we behind? Just to know where we are. You know, if you take a compass or a map and you don't know where you are on that map, they're freaking useless, right? So we need to know, where are we at today so that we can now apply where we are to all of the activities and everything we're doing on our desk. So I'm going to do a formulation for you with your numbers, and you can work out really, really quickly where we're at. So as of airing this podcast, we are 16% of the way through the year. And I'm talking from 1st of Jan to the 31st of December. So I understand you might have come back late in Jan or whatever, but I don't know your holiday schedule. So bear with me. I'm going raw data here from the 1st of Jan to the end of Feb. We are 16% of the way through the year. Now, I want you, with a pen or a calculator, write down, what is your annual target this year? So what is the number that you hope to have done in the year of 2024? What is the figure? Is it $500,000? Is it $650,000? Is it $200,000? Whatever that number is. It's your number. No one's going to know about this. Just scribble it down or get your calculator out and put that number in. Okay? Now, I want you to hit the multiply button, and I want you to do 0.16 or 16% equals. Now, whatever that number is that gets spat out, that is the number you should be on at the moment to be perfectly on track to hit your annualized target. Now, I understand recruitment's lumpy and it comes in, bits and bobs, like things like this, but that doesn't matter. We just want to know where we're at and how far off, ahead, behind we are in our world. So, annual target times 16% equals a number. Now, take that number. I want you to hit minus. I want you to subtract whatever billings you've done thus far this year. So let's just say you've already done $100,000 worth of placements this year. You've counted them. They're on your spreadsheet. They're on the board, wherever you put them. That's the number. So we're going to go annual target times 16% equals. Then we're going to go minus whatever you've actually billed to date. And this number is going to be spat out you. It's either going to be a negative number or it's going to be a positive number. Now, the good news is, if it's a negative number, it means you are ahead. Well done. It means you are on track or ahead of where you need to be this year to hit the target you want at the end of this year. It doesn't give you a right or a license to take the foot off the accelerator. It just means what you're doing is working. Do more of that. If your number is just a number, it doesn't have a negative sign in front of it. It won't have a positive sign. It will just be a number. If it's just a number, that's how far off course you are, okay? And if you multiply that number by 6, because that's going to equate to an annualized figure based on 2 months of the year so far, that's how far off your target you're going to be if you keep this course. Now, we are so early in the year. We've got so much time to make up for any off-course and course corrections we need to make now. But we have so much time to do that it's so important to do it now. Like, people go, it's only February, man. Calm down. Like, we don't need to be looking. Yes, you do. Because 1 degree off when you launch a rocket ends up missing the moon by freaking hundreds of miles. And if we're trying to land on the moon and we go, it's only a degree. We're only a degree off. And you freaking hit Jupiter. Well, we didn't hit our target, did we? Right? And recruiting's no different. If you are $5,000 off now and you multiply that by 6 to get your annualized amount, what's that? you're 30 grand off your target. So you're going to be 30 grand out of pocket for everything you've budgeted for, all your hopes and aspirations. 30 grand's a holiday. 30 grand's a nice watch. 30 grand's a car. 30 grand's a gift. 30 grand's lifestyle. 30 grand's, whatever you want to do with it, an investment, security, cash flow. 30 grand's a lot. So it's a really simple episode, and everyone can do this. If you're junior, if you're senior, if you run a business, if you have your own business, do the calculation. How far off course are you? Okay? And what do you need to do? Now, the danger here is that you see you are way ahead, and you go, oh, I'm going to take the foot off the accelerator. Don't do it. You never know when a deal is going to fall off. You never know when you're going to hit a crap patch. Keep going. Whatever you're doing is working. I would keep going and challenge yourself that in another 2 months, you've doubled that figure. If you can double that figure, mate, you're on a ripper of a year. That's all I have time for you today. If you've got anything out of today's episode, please share, like, subscribe. If you're a manager, I want you to play this episode to your staff. I want them to see that there are other recruiters in the world giving the same advice you're giving them day in, day out, but your voice might have lost a bit of gumption in the room. Sometimes using a podcast like this can really help, and that's another reason why we're putting this thing out there. We want to just help everyone, as many as we can. So if you are a manager and you've got a team, play in this episode. It's only quick, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Get into it. That's all we have time for you today. As always, have an amazing day, and may all your deals come true.